Hey guys, it's John with a short and hopefully very helpful video on helping you find information. This is my copy of Ashley's Book of Knots, originally published in 1944, well renowned as the Bible of Knotting. What do I've got in it? Well, I've got a bunch of bookmarks. What's a bookmark? Well, you know, a bookmark is an indicator, a locator for specific information inside of a larger volume. I'd like to apply that technique here on my channel. So when I started this channel, I just thought I was doing a couple of videos for a few friends. I had no idea how much interest, and I really had no idea how much motivation I would get from your interest and from your questions. And here we are almost 3 years later, and I've got a list of content to provide you that is quite long and is going to take quite an amount of time. So first off, if you are watching this video in the middle of a playlist, go up to the playlist description in YouTube and read that description and see why I put this bookmark video in that playlist. Most likely it is there to separate the new and current and logically sequenced information up at the top from the historical archive at the bottom. I asked some of my team members if they thought I should take down some of the older videos, and they're still using them and appreciate the historical perspective. So we're going to leave them there, but I don't want you to get confused. You see, there's some things we can do in YouTube and there's some things we can't. Once a video is published, we can't change it. We'd have to introduce an entirely new video with new edits. But I can change the title, and I can change the image, and I can create playlists, and I can change the order of things in playlists, and I can put this bookmark video on multiple playlists. So, you know, one of the main lessons I've learned here is that we have to embrace change. Things change over time. Our favorites may change. For example, you have seen me climb with my double stationary rope technique with first a Mishakan, then a double meech, and then a JRB ascender, and then an agile hitch, and now you're looking at the Longhorn agile hitch. There's been a lot of change. Well, how do we keep all that straight? Well, you can't really trust in a video that I made 4 years ago if I use the word favorite. That might not be the case anymore. First off, refer to my website, jrbtreeclimbing.com. Well, I will do my best to keep that information current. I have a page for my favorite knots, and it may and it will change over time. Names change. When I introduced the original doubled stationary climbing method, I just called it the JRB climbing method. I was advised to do so because it's different than DRT MRS and it's different than SRT. It's technically a double stationary rope technique on a moving rope system. That was too much. Well, I didn't anticipate there'd be other climbing methods to come. And so I've gone back and I've changed that. That video and that playlist is now called JRB DSRT. I will continue to tweak things as I can with naming and not remove content you might want to refer to in the future. When you are looking for content that you've seen before, the easiest way to do that, no doubt, is just go to YouTube. You don't even need to go to my channel. If you want to find the video on, let's say, the Hunter's Bend, just type in, use the JRB keyword, just type in JRB Hunter's Bend, and you'll find it. Type in JRB Munter, you'll find it. Type in JRB 523 Ascender, and you'll find those videos. Just use the search feature. Again, go to my website, and I've got pages dedicated to different activities and different things, and call out the most recent and relative videos. And of course, on the channel, when you're surfing, instead of just looking at the videos, go to the playlists, and it'll be easier to find what you want. Now, I also want to take this opportunity to give thanks, because like I am providing help for you, you are providing help and motivation for me. And I'm asked all the time, well, what can I do to support you, John? Well, honestly, I didn't even know there was a thing called Patreon until recently, and that's where some of my supporters support me financially with contributions through Patreon. Another way to do so is to use my website and use the links on my website for your purchases, and I can get you discounts as well. I can't predict everything that will happen in the future, but I can anticipate change, and we should embrace it. And the last thing that you can do to help me is, well, just help somebody else. That's kind of how this started, right? So I do my best to answer your questions, but you know, you're becoming the experts. So bring a friend to the information. If you've got a friend who's a hunter or a climber and doing so in a manner which is of questionable safety, bring them to this information. Bring them to the channel and the website, and maybe in a year you'll be the person answering the questions instead of me. The information is here to help. That's its purpose. So carry on and help me in that mission. I just built an SRT system. Let's try it out. Thanks, guys.